Alright, let's get it in one take! Welcome everyone to the newest episode of Ironman Skyrim. Today we follow the adventures of Prisoner who just finished killing a dragon. This episode we're going to be catching up essentially to High Hrothgar, getting pretty close. The first place I start is, I believe it's called Silent Moon's Camp, and it goes as well as all my other times have. I'm using the bow because I still don't feel like I have a really strong ranged option. I do use Talon Strike quite a bit, and I really love having Lightning Rune because it allows me to set useful traps like this one. Suck on this bandit highwayman. I wonder what he was about to say. Anyway, so after I do that, I just head on up through the exit at the bottom, and I find out that one of my least favorite events of the early game is happening now. Nope, no. Okay, great. So these hired thugs, I never understood who hired them, it's like Moria or someone, but I don't know. But they attack me when I'm effectively invincible, so all's well that's end well, I suppose. Ends well? Whatever. Unfortunately, it is a waiting game. A very long waiting game. I run out of magic pretty quick, and I'm stuck fighting them for, I don't know, I was at this for 10 minutes maybe? It was a long time. Though I do eventually manage to kill him, and no problems have been had. I took out one of the biggest early game threats with little issues, so yeah, pretty good. Unfortunately, my game crashes right then, and I didn't save, so it's back to the grindstone. This time, I elect to just throw down a bunch of lightning runes, and really, I'm just trolling them this time. Open the gate, throw down the rune, close the gates. Lather, rinse, repeat. Oh, come on, Lydia, no. No, come back. Ah, Lydia, look what you did. Anyway, while I was hanging around in there, I noticed that there seemed to be a way to get to the upper level, and in fact, there is. Now, the swords and stuff up here aren't all that great, but it's worth it to come up just for these upgraded potions. I head back to Whiterun really quick just to buy some spells, namely Stoneflesh, and I want to buy Glacial Spike really badly. It's a very powerful destruction spell. You can see what it does right there. I find it adds a lot of interesting gameplay to the fights, so I make myself some potions, I sell them, and that pushes me over the edge and allows me to buy this rather expensive spell. Now, this is probably the best footage I have of it at the moment, but it is a nice spell, even though that really didn't show off what it can do. Anyway, after that, it's over to Halted Stream Camp, where things go relatively well. You know, I always come to Halted Stream Camp just to gather all the iron here to make some lockpicks. Unfortunately, it does not go so smoothly for me after I throw down this lightning rune and I hit the bandit chieftain. Usually they'll just come up and trigger that lightning rune with no problems and they'll be stuck searching for me, but this time the bandit chief, showing a rare display of, I don't know, sentience, decides to come find me in my corner. Now, a lot of this footage is gone, but suffice to say, they start kicking my ass pretty badly. So I run out of the mine, and I heal myself, and I prepare myself for the worst. Much to my surprise, though, the worst actually never comes. So I gather my wits, restore my feather and my armor, and I come back into the mine to find that they have returned to their original positions for some reason. With that, they are relatively straightforward to kill, as I'm sure you can imagine. So I fast travel up to Dragon's Reach just to avoid the vampire fight I'm pretty sure is coming, and lo and behold, here it is. So, this is a great time to show off Glacial Spike's power, so let's do this, Vampire Master! Wow, for real? Well, that sucks. I am so useless. And there go two NPCs, even Adrian. Fortunately for me, her husband seems to be taking it rather well, and y'all Balgruff already knows, so I guess no harm's done. Bless you for keeping the store open in wake of your tragedy.
Definitely come to the right place.
Yeah, he's fine. What a champion. Anyway, after that, I head back out of, what am I talking about? I head back out of Whiterun, and I find that the stables are under attack by deathhounds. That happens sometimes after a vampire fight. And, yeah. They focus on the horse, which is a wash for me, you know, thanks. And another NPC is dead. Sablehilt, I don't know who you are or what you did, but I'm gonna take your stuff. So my next spot is White River Watch. This is where Armorin's family broadsword is. And I go through this dungeon with a little bit less caution than I really ought to. I'm doing the usual tactic. I just throw down lightning runes and then I finish them off with some chilling touch when I get the chance. But some kind of unexpected happens. I'm not sure why, but after I throw down the lightning rune and I convince them to come chasing after me, when the lightning rune triggers, they actually come chase me down where I am at the moment the lightning rune triggers instead of where I was when I placed the rune. That causes them to chase me way down here, but luckily the fight is survived by no one! Lydia too? Come on! At the end of this adventure, no one's going to be alive. I cannot believe I lost another one! Well, at least I killed that wolf. Good job, man. Anyway, after this, it's up to fight this bandit dude on my own. Thanks for nothing, Lydia. I don't even know how she died. Luckily for me, he's a moron, and I kill him without too much issue. But, yeah, that's 4 NPCs dead in one episode. This is turning out to be a great playthrough, isn't it? So I return to Whiterun post-haste, and I recruit Uthgerd, or whatever here. Come on, we have a great track record, Uthgerd. I've only lost 4 people in the first 2 hours. So she and I continue on in the game, and we are heading for the Rift. This is where I usually collect all the Jazzbay grapes, and I end up fighting a couple of dragons on occasion, and the giants. On the way, this is... I forget what the name of this tower is, to be completely honest. This is the tower I always stop by. Sometimes the family broadsword is here, but I like to just clear it out this time, just for safety's sake. I'm not going to fight the dragon, simply because I avoid fighting dragons as much as possible. They are a very quick way to end an Ironman Skyrim game. A couple of bandits I can usually handle, though. So after clearing out the tower, I head on over to the Rift, but not before disposing of the evidence. Good work. Anyway, where was I? The Rift. So I'm heading over, and the only thing that tries to stop me is an assassin, and I get a finally good shot of Glacial Spike. Hitting an enemy in the back is a huge bonus with that spell, and it also makes combat in general more interesting. Now usually I fight the giants here, but I elect not to, just for safety's sake. Over here in the Elder Gleam Sanctuary, you can get in a fight in a forest, which is good, because that dragon can't land in the forest. Prioritize. Kill the wolves first, then fight the dragon. Okay, so after I kill these wolves, like I said, I just engage the dragon, and I'm safe inside that forest, so bring it, you scaly bastard! Alright, wow, that was really nice. And I'm not sure why the dragon is deciding to let me abuse the crap out of my Talon Strike spell, but whatever it wants to do. And it's still ignoring me! Come on! I'm the Dragonborn! Fight me, dragon, it is our destiny! Yeah! Yeah, let's do this. Finally, time for the Battle of Legend. Let's do this, dragon! Let's not do this, I changed my mind. Alright, now I can take you. Let's do... He's still ignoring me! You deserved that, you stupid dragon. Well, with the dragon in the Rift out of the way, I finally have the chance to What?! Another one! Well, okay, so I have 2 dragons to clear out of the Rift before I can explore uninhibited, so to speak. Luckily, this dragon decides to land and fight a deer or something, I'm not sure. But regardless, it does end up being a war of attrition, simply because I run out of magic really quick, even with my overpowered Talon Strike. That is a heavy effect I've got on the ground there. Thank goodness for you, Uthgerd. You've been doing a great job. So yeah, from there I just finish exploring the Rift and collecting the alchemical ingredients I need. I come over to Darkwater Crossing and catch some Z's and turn in some Corundum. And then from there I just head on over to High Hrothgar. Along the path I meet the Bear Toboggan once again, and I stop by and Snap Leg Cave, sorry about that, as usual. So yeah, I think this is where we'll be picking it up next episode. Thanks everyone for watching.